Sure want to know if he glows, but...
Okay, go in there. Thank you.
Look at that thing. He's reflecting the lights of Perkana.
Looks like a firework.
Alright, so once he's disturbed, which is now, if you could back off, zoom wide, there's a different crab that we want to try and grab.
Okay.
Esmeralda,
Yes.
which one is... You said there was one that was
Yes,
further down you
yes,
want.
it's the same.
You think that one's the same? Okay. So if you can get your suction sampler out. And
Alright.
Oh man.
I know. Trust me, you're talking to a midwater guy.
Alright, full wide.
Is there anything more festive than a Christmas tree worm? Known as Spirobranchus, or spiral gills, when roughly translated from the Latin, the Christmas tree worm is a marine animal distantly related to earthworms, though you might notice it looks a lot different from your garden variety nightcrawler. Instead of slithering through soil, the Christmas tree worm inhabits coral reefs, and might even help protect them against destruction. And unlike a nightcrawler's average lifespan of 6 to 9 years, or even 20 years in some recorded cases, a Christmas tree worm has an average lifespan of 10 to 20 years, and can even live up to 40 years in an unpolluted habitat. Another major difference is this worm's uniquely shaped headgear, 2 projections covered in gill-like organs called radioles, which the worm uses for feeding and breathing. These crowns resemble a twin pair of brightly colored fir trees sprouting from the reef, and they actually help protect corals from encroaching predators, but more on that in a minute. First, let's look at what this creature eats. The Christmas tree worm's radioles are lined with small hair-like projections called
ocean, from about 1,600 to over 10,000 feet deep. It is found in temperate and tropical waters around the world, but the fish is rarely seen and difficult to study. Gulper eels have no scales. Their eyes are tiny and their teeth are small. The eyes are thought to be able to detect faint traces of light. The mouth is enormous and loosely hinged, allowing them to lunge and swallow large prey. However, they are thought to primarily feed on small prey items. The large mouth may be an adaptation to allow the gulper eel to eat a wide variety of prey when food is scarce. After the prey has been captured, water is expelled through the gill openings and the prey is swallowed whole, not chewed. Their gill openings are small. They like to feed on crustaceans, fish, and squid. They can actively hunt and swim after small fish. A glowing bulb on the tail is thought to help attract prey with flashes of red light. This is called bioluminescence, and it is accomplished with the use of a light organ called a photophore. Gulper eels grow around 2 or 3 feet long. They are thought to breed only once. Most of what is known about the gulper eel comes from specimens that have been accidentally caught in deep-sea fishing nets. Specimens are fragile, and they become damaged when recovered from the immense pressure of the deep ocean.
Menacing-looking squid is just one of many species out of sight and out of mind that could be threatened by human activities far away from the part of the ocean in which they live. The Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute has released this video of the vampire squid to emphasize a report that raises a red flag about the Earth's oceans. Vampire Toothus infernalis is a type of living fossil, meaning that it has seen very little change since it first appeared, before dinosaurs, about 300 million years ago. The Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute's Dr. Bruce Robeson, who authored the report published in Conservation Biology, narrates the Institute's video.
Vampire Toothus has very large eyes because it lives about half a mile deep in the ocean, where the light is very dim. We took these pictures from a deep-diving robotic submarine, and you can see the reflection of our lights in that beautiful blue eye.
The vampire squid has 8 long arms and a long curly strand that serves as a sensory filament. It has a unique ability to react when it is startled. It can curl its web and arms around the rest of its body, turning sort of inside out. This change in appearance may help it avoid being attacked by predators. These cephalopods, they're technically not squids, live in the deep ocean with millions of other species, some of which are little known and on which little study has been done. Robeson says human activities threaten all of these.
They are threatened by ocean warming, decreasing oxygen, pollution, overfishing, industrialization, and dozens of other changes taking place in the deep. We have a responsibility to learn all we can about these amazing animals and to protect them from the greatest danger to life in the deep, the human species.
Robeson's focus is on the ocean's deep pelagic zone, which extend down from about 330 feet below the surface to just above the deep seafloor, up to 6 miles below the surface. While the seafloor has had significant study, he points out little exploration has been done on this water above the deep floor. This zone is home to species eaten by fish that humans eat, such as tuna and salmon. Many whales, turtles, and giant squid also rely on this zone for their food. Even though all of this is out of sight, any upset in the balance here can ultimately have a devastating effect on what humans have come to expect from the oceans, a place that provides food for millions of people.
Leafy sea dragon is a slow-swimming fish that can only be found in the coastal waters of southern Australia down to 82 feet deep. These curious creatures utilize their leaf-shaped appendages to help them blend with the surrounding seaweed and kelp in their environment. They will even sway back and forth like plants in the water. Camouflage is their primary defense against predators. In addition, their body is covered in hard, bony plates with spines. When threatened, a leafy sea dragon may curl up and present its spines to attacking fish. Leafy sea dragons can grow up to 14 inches long. It is thought that they can live 7 to 10 years. Since sea dragons have no teeth, they possess a tube-like snout that acts like a straw to suck in prey and swallow it whole. They must feed constantly on small organisms like plankton and shrimp. Mating takes place during the summer. A female can lay 200 to 300 eggs. She will deposit them in the male's brood patch, located on the underside of his tail. Males are responsible for caring for the eggs. The male will incubate the eggs for around 6 weeks. When the eggs hatch, the male only releases a few at a time, causing it to take hours or days for all the young to be released. Leafy sea dragons are threatened by pollution, habitat destruction, and poaching. It is illegal to collect leafy sea dragons from the wild.